Hello, it's Cindy Ingram. We're on day 7 of Art Around the World in 30 days. And I am doing a new video every day for every weekday during the month of July from a different contemporary artist from around the world. And today our artist is from Angola and currently lives in Portugal. And his name is Cristiano Mangovo. And these paintings are super cool. So I'm going to give you a taste of what they look like. I'm going to show you several of them, and then I'm going to kind of pick one and we'll look at it a little bit more closely. And as a reminder, if you want to get these video reminders via email, you can sign up at artclasscurator.com/AATW, and you can enter the giveaway over there as well. And we will be doing this for the entire month of July. All right, so here is some of Cristiano Mangovo's work. He was born in Angola and lived there and in the Democratic Republic of Congo until 2017, where he then moved away to Europe. So check out these artworks. Amazing. I love the double eyes and the double mouths. I love the stretched limbs and the limbs that kind of become something else, and the distortion of the bodies, the color, the energy. There's so much opportunity to unpack symbolism and story and political meaning and all sorts of stuff in these paintings. So really fun to explore. And I know if you're a teacher, I know that students will absolutely love trying to figure out what's going on in these paintings. Most of there are a mix of ones that are sort of I think they seem to be a sort of general themes and things like that. I had to translate some of the titles. Sometimes they're written in Portuguese, sometimes they're written in what looks like French, sometimes they're written in English, and most of the articles that I could find about this artist or in other languages online. So but then there are some that are more political. So I'm going to go over to his Instagram, where you can see some of the more political ones. There was one about Ukraine. There was a Black Lives Matter one. There was now I don't remember, but so there's a kind of mix. But I picked this one because if you're a teacher, this one feels like there is a lot of connection for students in it. So if you look at it, you can see some teachery type elements, what look like desks, pencils and paper. There's maybe a trash can that's on fire, maybe a magnifying glass. There's all childlike elements and adult-like elements. There's a lot happening in this that students can pick apart and try to figure out what's going on. And then I translated the title, which I'm not proficient in pronouncing Portuguese, so I'm not going to try to pronounce that word. But what the Google translation was assessment. So I think that it is related to testing or school or something. In my theory. So one of the things that I would do if I were in the classroom with this painting is perhaps make a color print of it on a color printer, and then I would cut it up into pieces and then have each group analyze, divide all the students in groups and have each group analyze a different part of it. So, maybe one group has this desk and this pencil here. Maybe one group has this, what I call the flaming trash can. I think I'm pulling Guernica vibes from that, the arm coming out of it, although in Guernica it's a head, isn't it? But, or one group gets this character here. One group gets this, what is this? A boxing glove with flames coming out of it. And then maybe one group gets this red looking desk. And then each group analyzes their piece by itself, figuring out all there is to figure out. Each group then presents to the rest of the class, and you show the whole image. And then you lead a discussion on how each of these work together. It's, there's just so much to explore. And sometimes when you have a painting that has this much stuff, it almost is a little bit too much to take in all at once. So that way you can really make it a little bit easier to do. Now, if you're not a teacher and you're looking at this on your own, you might try only looking at one part at a time, and then moving on to the next part, getting the full vibe before you kind of figure out what the entire meaning is in this. And then I always invite you to find your own personal meaning in there. Is there something in your life that it reminds you of? Is there a certain way that it makes you feel, and why, and how, what might that be? And I just now noticed it's so much to look at. I could sit here and point it all out, but I think I would, haven't had you, like I did at the beginning, pause and have you look at it on your own. But this almost looks like a book to me too, like with the white in the middle. So it's like maybe a desk, but it also might be a book. Anyway, so the more you look at it, the more you're going to find. And that's really cool. And what I love about contemporary art is that we don't have someone picking this apart for us. And I'm not going to do that for you, because I think that what's so good about looking at art is being able to do that for yourself and trusting your own inner guidance, your own inner interpretations, and your own thoughts, that that what you think is just as important as like what I were to say about what this might mean. So I invite you to do that for yourself and enjoy exploring the work of Cristiano Mangovo. I'm going to put the link to his Instagram. I'm also going to put the link to this website as well, but the Instagram has some newer stuff. He looks super prolific. Look, all these are 2021 or 20. So this is over a couple of years, but then once you go into his Instagram, you can kind of see there's a lot of newer ones, and he's experimenting with other things like installations and sculpture and things like that. So it's fun to look at his Instagram and explore what else he is experimenting with in his work. So check that out, and be back tomorrow for another new work of art, contemporary artists from around the world. Again, sign up at artclasscurator.com/AATW, and I will see you tomorrow.